about review of literature, what is the purpose of review of literature? So this semantic scholar, it worked like a Google Scholar. But Google Scholar is something where you will get all possible papers, a lot of papers you're going to get, which are linked with your topic or directly or indirectly. But what we wish to have limited number of a paper, which actually focusing on your topic. So semantic scholar search across the all data and give you the exact result. So it's a more precise. Now the problem here is this: suppose I want to explore a particular topic. I wish to explore a particular topic, and I want to know a little bit about that topic. I'm starting from scratch. So which tool is available for us? Or I want to go deep into a particular topic. What is there any AI available? So I request you in your chat box, give me one or two topic, right? And let me search for you the summary of the topic and what other things we need to take care when we talk about review of literature, right? So write any topic, very specific topic, or you wish to explore, you want to know what has been done, what are the variables, what are the factors. So I will create summary for you with the help of AI. And what is the AI? I'm going to tell you. So two more AI in review of literature, ladies and gentlemen. So write remarks in your chat box, any particular topic. Okay, portfolio optimization. Fine, Preeti. Portfolio optimization. Portfolio optimization. Okay, I got two topics: consumer behavior towards organic fruits and vegetables and portfolio optimization. So let me share my screen with all of you. I hope this is visible. The first AI which will directly assist us in terms of understanding our topic, exploring our topic, understanding different variables directly or indirectly connected with our topic. So this is, I hope this screen is visible. Please note down elicit, elicit.com. Okay, elicit.com. AI for scientific research. AI for scientific research. So you can extract insights, generate report, a lot of things you can do with this. Let us try with you. So you can write full name. Let me write Kumar. Okay. And so different versions are available. Go with Pro recommended, but let me check. Is anything freely available? So let us see. Skip. Start Pro trial. You can go with trial. Okay. Oh, it's charging now. It has started charging. So this is one AI which was freely till last week, but now they have been starting a little bit charging for that. Let me see. Send your email instant, pay without link. But in other laptop, I think I can open it. Just a minute. So ask a research question to research and explore academic literature. And portfolio, what was the, okay, portfolio, let me see, portfolio optimization. Portfolio optimization. Portfolio optimization. So here you see, you're gonna get a lot of papers, right? With abstract, with DOI number. And if you can make more specific your topic, so you will get more specific result. So one more kind of AI, which gave you a kind of result. And here, what you can do, you can upload also your paper. There is some, I mean, this is not showing here. You can upload your papers because it's a freely available. So limited edition is available. So this is one which you can use, but now it's paid. Okay. So it is fine papers. Okay. But it also, let me see. Hmm. Okay, it is giving the large number, the different kind of papers. And here you see at the right side, the answer is given. The field has evolved significantly since Marco's classical Maverick's model. Modern approach now incorporate complex risk measure like value at risk, expected shortfall. Recent research highlight two primary optimization approaches: traditional method, random matrix theory, shrinkage estimators, and artificial intelligence technique, machine learning efficient frontiers, neutral network predictors, right? So it is giving you a ultimately goal remain consistent, discovering portfolio allocation that minimize risk while maximizing potential return across drivers. So here you see, this is a kind of critical focus and finding the optimal allocation of wealth across assets to balance. So when you give a prompt, you need to be very specific and then you're going to get a specific answer, right? So you can talk, you can upload your paper and you can talk to paper that, okay, what is the objective of the paper? But now it is paid. That is something, it's a matter of concern, right? So we have one AI will give you different papers, right? And here, beside this, it is going to give you summary also. If you see here, first paper summary, second paper summary, third paper summary, like this. All paper will give you a summary, will tell you what is this paper all about. So your first instance, you're not supposed to go through the whole paper. It will give you the summary of that. So this is something which you can use for your review of literature. Another tool, ladies and gentlemen, SCI space. SCI space. Let me see if I can. Okay, let me copy it and see. So we have this deep search. You can search this and will give you some kind of understanding. So let us see if I write this. So you have different option, I believe. Here also you can upload your file and ask what is this paper all about, right? So first, let us see this. Oh, again, we have to sign this. Okay, now you see everybody. So here you see everybody. Here you're gonna get different papers linked with your topic. Okay. So a lot of search, and here the summary of the papers, 20 paper it has taken out and showing you the summary. And it's still working, 96 paper. Oh my God. So linked with your topic, you're gonna get all possible paper at one point, at one place. So you're gonna get, this is something. Okay, one more thing, if you see into is, so it's working on and finding out good paper for you. Okay. Um, so what you can do, I want review of literature. I want deep review, right? PPT, a lot of things it can generate for you at one point. So this is the beauty of this. Okay. And let me see something very interesting for you. Home, my library, page in gallery, AI writer. This is something unique. You can start writing your review of literature and your first chapter. Okay. So for example, this is something very unique now, advanced version of SCA Space, where you're gonna get AI writer for you. So for example, title is portfolio optimization, right? So this is the title. Would you like to draft, continue with? So I said, continue with writing and citation. So it will write something for you. AI is writing for you. So please go through this. Whosoever recommended me this topic, portfolio optimization, is this first paragraph. Huh? Is it perfect? Right? If it is okay, say accept. Fine. Or if you want more, click on it, continue with writing citation. You can write introduction also. You can write conclusion also. You can write argument also. Don't you think it's a wonderful tool? Not only to write your first chapter, you can write your review of literature also with this AI space. So AI writer, something unique you have, so you can use this. So now you don't need to waste much time. Or every time it generate this text for you. So don't worry about other things, right? So two beautiful tools with you. So AI, this agent is really a great tool. So let me continue with this, continue the writing citation. So it will write without citation also, I think, and references also it will give you. So if it is accept, go ahead. So go through this first two paragraph on portfolio optimization. So whatever, and it is giving a citation also and the references also. That is the beauty of this.
Hello.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, Professor Rajesh this side.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah. See, I'm asking that whether this SCI space is open source or I mean that we need to purchase something like that.
You need to purchase. You need to purchase. In
Okay, we need to.
starting, I mean, for 5-6 pages, it's free available. Right?
Okay.
It will write 5-6 pages for you. Right?
Okay.
But after that, you have to pay. And very, I think, student version will cost you 500 rupees for a month.
Oh, 500
Some
rupees per month.
a student version, right? Something like that. And
Okay.
academic, if you mention 1500, something like that. So it's not very costly one.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Great. So I think your concern to write your review of literature chapter is over now. It will write whatever topic, whatever subtopic you give. It will generate argument, introduction. Uh, so it is going to give you a wonderful information, right? So SCI space AI writer for you. Okay. Okay, fine. So three tools we have used for review of literature. One is Semantic Scholar, right? And second, we discuss Elicit. If you use first time, it will give you, I mean, something which is, let me see this summary. Okay. It's not, because it's not paid. Okay. So, let me see something more for you. Okay, fine. So these three tools for review of literature. Now the problem here is this. Earlier, we used to perform this work with Excel sheet. Okay, for example, you went through a particular article. You give the main ingredients of a particular article. You put this ingredients in Excel sheet. For example, first you read one article, right? So in first column, what you will write in your Excel sheet? The title of the paper. Second, what you will be doing? The objective of the paper. Third, constructor and variable. Fourth, qualitative, quantitative. Fifth, whether the research was in India or abroad, right? Sixth, which year it was conducted. Seven, the sample size. Eight, the sampling technique. Nine, right? So like this, you fill all the columns, right? Sorry, first row you fill, and you have a different column which are representing the different features of a one paper. When you go through second paper, fit this information. But now this Elicit will help you. It will make a kind of matrix for you, right? If you want to design, develop a matrix, what is use of this? The usability is if you use this, put this data in a Excel sheet, you can use a filter, right? In filter command, you can say that, okay, all papers were in other country. In India, I have gone through 100 paper, no paper from India, right? A lot of papers were on qualitative. So this is a justification of your research gap also. Quantitatively, you can say that I have gone through 100 paper, but in India, only few paper focus on this particular construct, this particular variable, this particular place. So it will give you another kind of a research gap beside that the logic which we receive from the existing review of literature, right? So fine. So we are done with the review of literature. Now we are going to second part of our discussion. Now the problem here is this, we already have selected one topic. I'm not sure about that topic. So where should I go and who should I ask, right? Is it a right topic? So this Elicit will give you some kind of understanding that, okay, it will develop this kind of information for you that this topic uh, is having this kind of a limitation. This topic will have this kind of opportunity, and these other dimensions variables are attached with your topic, right? Or we'll say that a lot of work has been done, so no need of working on this topic. So it will guide you up to that extent. Now, the problem here is this. When you select a topic, on what basis you select a topic? Generally, our supervisor tell us that this is going on right now. I attended one workshop, seminar, conferences, people have been talking about this. Is it the right way to select a topic? Hmm? Or you may have your own passion, you may have your own interest. On the basis of that, you explore. But where do you explore? You need to explore through review of literature, right? You may have your own biases, you may have your own understanding, your own perception. That may be something which is not good, that may create a trouble and problem. So whatever you propose, whatever topic you select, the justification of selecting a topic must come from review of literature. So yesterday we were focusing on something which is very, very important. We were talking about research gap. That research gap must come from review of literature, which will actually justify the logic or why you are conducting this research. Second, review of literature is having only just one purpose, research gap? No. 80 to 90% of your work, for example, what is construct and what is concept. May I know? Let me stop it. Let me share. Okay. I hope this is visible to all of you. Did I stop it? Stop sharing. When we talk about our academic research, the problem here is this: we need to understand the theory. We need to understand the theory. We are not working like in industry. We have a project. In project, actually, what is the object of the project work? We need to have some kind of output or outcome. But in social science research, we are not looking for output and outcome. We are not much concerned about that. Whatever output or outcome will come, it will be addition to existing knowledge, right? So this is a difference between academic research and a project you take in industry, in an organization. Now pay attention when we talk about, as I mentioned in academia, we use theory. What is this theory? What is this constructs? What are these variables? What is this concept? Now pay attention everybody before we go for another kind of AI. As I told you yesterday, AI would be a tool, but you must know logic, you must know the input, and you must know what is the interpretation of output. Now pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. In industry, in business organization, generally we claim, for example, think of 2 years back, Maruti Suzuki launched a product which has created a trouble for Mahindra and Mahindra. So there was international this auto fair, and in an auto fair, Maruti Suzuki launched a car brand called Jimny, right? And in first week there was application, and there was a kind of a booking for Jimny, and the number were approximately 35,000, right? Just think about Mahindra and Mahindra. Mahindra and Mahindra was in trouble. What was the trouble? They were thinking of the Thar. Who will be buying Thar? Because everybody was looking for Jimny, Maruti Suzuki Jimny. Now, Mahindra and Mahindra made a kind of a survey to understand what is the trouble, where is the trouble with Thar. So on the basis of a survey, they came to know that Thar is having actually a 3-door. Customer wanted 5-door. Another trouble was it's not so much luxury, right? So they say, okay, we'll put luxury into it. Third problem was the mileage, right? So it took them 2 years. They work upon these three concepts, and finally they launched the Thar Rocks. This is the example from industry. And what is their claim? The claim is that the mileage would be, for example, let us take a one example, hypothetical. The mileage is more than 15. So whatever you claim, whatever that claim comes from an industry company, but who claim this actually? So there is a team of engineer, there is a team of technical personnel, right? So a lot of people are there on the basis of their expertise, on the basis of their experience. Finally, they launch a product and they claim something, right? But so in that, they have a claim, an actual claim they have. What about social science research? What about academia? Do we have similar kind of a claim? Tell me in your chat box, yes or no. Are we having similar kind of a claim? Can we claim the way we claim in industry? From where claim will come in our social science, in our academia? Tell me in your chat box, reply in your chat box, reflect in your chat box, everybody. We don't have as such a big team of engineers, technical personnel who can assist us and make a kind of a claim. So in academia, how do we claim? How do we select a particular proposition? Yes, anyone in your chat box, please give your remarks. Okay, I give you an example, then you can put your remarks. On the basis of some idea, I went through some article and it says, humorous advertisement. Humorous advertisement is more effective than rational and emotional advertisement. What do you think? Is it correct? Write yes in your chat box. Can it be a right kind of a claim? What is your perception? If not, write no in your chat box, everybody. Yeah, Rajesh Negiji, please, you have raised your hand. Please unmute your mic, Rajesh ji. You wanted to ask something? Could you please give remarks in your chat box, everybody? Okay, thank you, Rajesh ji. From where did I receive this claim in social science or academia that humorous advertisement is more effective than rational and emotional? How do I know this? So your claim in academia, okay, emotional. Okay, go ahead, go ahead. Let me see. Do you agree with this statement? Write why in your chat box. I mean, write yes in your chat box if you agree. Otherwise, write no in your chat box. Everybody, no. Rajesh Negiji say no. Emotional or others may be much. So how do I know this claim? I can't claim it that this is my own personal perception or opinion. I can't say like that. So from where I will be getting this kind of a claim? Tell me. In industry, you know, you have a team. Where is our team in academia? Any clue, anyone? Thank you, Dr. Malati. Thank you very much. So we go through review of literature, and over the period of time, review of literature help us to claim our claim, to give our claim, to defend our claim. Who you are in this? We are no one, right? We can't claim anything. Our claim comes from review of literature. And in review of literature, those who are able to get paper published, high quality paper, we call them board of director. So we have a lot of board of director across the whole world. They have expertise in different field. Only these people, because over the period of time, by virtue of their experience, by virtue of their knowledge, they have been they have been working in a particular topic, and they get their paper published in a high quality journal. And whatever they say, we trust, we believe. Are we into exploration? Do we really explore a new phenomena? For example, after COVID-19, two phenomena emerged. One is moonlight. One is moonlight. Another is quiet quitting. Do you know anyone what is moonlight? Hmm? After COVID-19, there were two kind of people. One person who says that I'm so much busy, right? I'm working in not only in my own organization, I start working in competitor organization. So in 24 hours, I have been working in 3 or 4 different places because I'm not supposed to visit physically. So online, I have sufficient time. So I'm using this time and serving 2, 3, 4 different organization, right? So a lot of moonlight was on them. So one category. Second category, people say, oh my God, no work. How to pass time? And artificial usage is restricted in publication. No, as such, see, what you are doing actually, what we are doing, whatever we have received from AI, right, whether it's a illicit or other tools, we are using it for what purpose? We are using it for the purpose of our knowledge, right? Earlier, we used to go to library, search again and again, different journals, different articles. Now, all information is there within one click. And you can use this for example, as I said, claim, from where that claim will come. How do I know? So I need to search again and again, different journals, different article. But AI will give you that claim that, okay, this is the claim on the basis of review of literature, what paper says. So it will give you a summary, right? So you're not actually physically going all papers, but all papers with the objective, with tools, with outcome will be with you, and then easily you can analyze that from review of literature point of view. I hope, Dr. Pratiksha, I answer your question. Dr. Pratiksha Tiwari, right? Okay. It is not like that this AI writer was there and you write everything. No. I mean, it will give you some kind of understanding, then you can paraphrase it, something like that. And every time it generate, okay. For example, I will give you one analytical tool. Now it will be there for 10 days. After 10 days, it will be removed from the internet. That is something, right? You can use that tool. Okay. Anyway, so let's come back to our discussion, because AI tool will be doing this like this quick, right? But what we are going to do, we are going to give an input also, understanding the input. So our review of literature will give you your claim. And what is your claim? Your claim is alternative hypothesis. Remember, everybody, please note down your claim, which comes in academia from review of literature. Okay. For example, another example. What about customer relationship management, CRM? Hmm? This is a concept or a construct? Tell me. CRM will help customer in terms of customer satisfaction, will help customer in terms of customer experience. And finally, what is our motto? When we use CRM, customer become loyal. So how many constructs we have right now in this relationship? How did I design and develop this relationship in academia and in our research? This is another example. How many constructs were there? Tell me, everybody, reflect in your chat box. Hmm? How many constructs did I use? First, CRM. Second, customer satisfaction. Third, customer experience. And fourth, customer loyalty. How do I know this relationship? How do I know that customer CRM is linked with customer satisfaction? Customer satisfaction is dependent on CRM. How do I know all this? This claim comes from review of literature. Are you with me, everybody? Say why in your chat box. Let me see if you all are here with me. 40 participants are here right now. Please write why in your chat box. Oh, yes. Thank you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Abhishek, Kalpana. Thank you very much. Okay. Great, 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 great. Rajesh ji, thank you. Let me see if you all are with me. Okay. Give your remarks in chat box, everybody. Write Y or yes. Okay, just 5, 6 are there only. What about others? Please reflect in your chat box if you all are with me. Thank you, Kanchan. Go ahead, everybody. Write yes in your chat box. Go ahead, everybody. Sonali, thank you. Go ahead. Please continue. Please pay attention. Okay, great. You all are here. Thank you very much. Okay. So how do I know this relationship? This is there. So whenever, how many of you ever participated in any survey? Tell me. Any survey? Have you designed any survey? Or did you collect ever any data with the help of survey? I believe you all have participated in kind of a survey. So first time when you want to see any association, for example, rain in Delhi on a particular day and demand of a liquor, what kind of association do you see in this? Do you see any association between these two? Say yes or no. Do you see any association between okay, demand of liquor and rain in Delhi on a particular day? So I'm not sure because first time I'm going to conduct this research. I'm not sure there may be an association or there may be a kind of relationship. So first time when you conduct this, it is called association. And what kind of data we have? So think of Titanic. You remember the Titanic case? Okay, it was actual case, but researchers, they wanted to find out because it was conducted first time, right? They wanted to know. Now let me see your reflection also, everybody. Please pay attention. Do you see any kind of association between survival, those who survived in what do you call Titanic, and their type of accommodation? Please give me remarks in your chat box. Do you see any relationship? Oh, yes. Rajesh ji say yes, there may be. Okay, great. So what kind of data we had? So we had a kind of a data, those who survived and those who not survived. Okay, one for those who survived and two for those who not survived. And we call it a frequency. Are you with me? Right? It is called frequency. Against what? Against accommodation. So we have three kind of accommodation: first class, second class, and third class. In which class you remember our hero was in? First class, second class, or third class he was in? Okay, third class. Thank you. He was in third class actually. Now we want to see a kind of association, right? So after this Titanic, the government collected some data, and on the basis of a data, government published this data and say that assume there were 500 people, right? Passengers on this Titanic ship. Out of that, 200 survived, 300 died. And these 200 and 300 were in different uh, class, first class, second class, and third class. What kind of data is it? What kind of data is it? Your survival and non-survival, what kind of data is it? Your accommodation, first, second, third, what kind of data is it? What do we call them in our academia, in our academic research? Tell me. Whatever I'm doing today, okay, thank you. Qualitative, great, thank you. So, Patiksha ji, the survival and non-survival is nominal. Thank you very much. What about our accommodation? Whatever we are doing, this is for analysis part, right? But before you go actually for analysis, you must know what kind of data you are giving as an input. Your SPSS will calculate everything for you. Don't worry, right? Whatever you put, your R will not perform until unless you give a right kind of information. Now comes to AI. Hmm? AI will perform, but you need to understand what kind of data I'm giving. Okay, qualitative, categorical. See, qualitative is categorical. What about accommodation? What we call it? First class, second class, third class. What kind of data is it? Survival and non-survival is like a male and female, right? Okay, nominal, great. What about first class, second class, third class? Is it like a nominal or is it different? Your qualitative is a categorical, right? We have a category. In this example of Titanic, we have one category of survival, non-survival, second category of accommodation, first, second, third. Yes, anyone, last chance. What we call, we have an order. Thank you very much. We have an order, but we cannot quantify that, or we cannot have magnitude between these right categories, but they are in order, right? So now you got two kind of a data. And when we have this kind of categorical data, which tool we can use for analysis? Okay, in this example, who can help me to make a hypothesis? Don't you think with the example, we are making a hypothesis and testing a hypothesis, and we know what kind of data we are using, right? So this is, I'm not giving you the conceptual knowledge. I'm giving you conceptual knowledge with example. So I hope Titanic, you will remember the data, ordinal and nominal. Now, whenever we have ordinal or nominal data, is it a numerical data? Tell me yes or no. Is it a numerical data? No. Thank you, Ankita ji. Thank you very much. It is not a numerical. It's a qualitative data. And whenever we have a qualitative data for Titanic, can you make a hypothesis? Yeah, qualitative. Thank you. What would be hypothesis? And I have given you clue. Whenever we have this kind of a data, we wish to know the association because we are not sure are they related or not. So when we want to see relationship, first step, in first case, first instance, when something new happen, we check association. You got a clue. So there are two concepts. One is making a proposition and second is making a hypothesis. Propositions are made of constructs and hypotheses are made of variable. Now a question would be, what is construct and what is variable? Survival and non-survival is the construct, right? For example, gender. On the other hand, for example, okay, let me show you something. What should I, okay, this is visible to you. This is a mobile phone. Everybody know the mobile phone. So with one dimension, you can identify something that, okay, this is a mobile phone. What about your body temperature? What about your body temperature? Can I measure your body temperature directly? The way I saw this mobile phone with one angle, one dimension? Tell me yes or no, everybody. No? We have one instrument. You use that instrument and it will check. You visit a doctor and doctor will say you're not suffering from fever because your body temperature is this, right? So we have an instrument. What about height and weight? Do we have any instrument to measure? Tell me. Can we measure your weight and height? Easily we have a measurement, right? So whatever we measure directly with one dimension, it is called concept. Multi-concepts are known as constructs, right? For example, a mood, employee's mood. What is employees' mood? There was a case study in which Infotech, Reliance Infotech, they wanted to understand a relationship between employees' mood and employees' performance. What is your opinion? If employees' mood is good, their performance would be good or bad? Tell me in your chat box, everybody. We are planning to understand a relationship or impact of mood on employees' performance. So what is mood and what is performance? Do I know directly what is performance and what is mood? Okay. How do I capture performance? With some output, with some product outputs, right? What about mood? How do I capture mood? Is it like I measure your height and weight with one dimension directly? Tell me yes or no. No, thank you very much, Ankita ji. So here, remember everybody, the problem here is this: when we talk about these kind of things which are not one dimensional, right? If generally you ask your employees, your student, how is your mood today? Most of them will say, okay, good, 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 good. The problem here is, do you know really what is mood? Do you really know what is mood? 100% I'm not sure what is mood, right? Intelligence. What is intelligence? What is intelligence for you? Let me see your reflection in your chat box, everybody. What is intelligence for you? What is intelligence for you? If a guy is intelligent, how do you reflect on that intelligence? Write in your chat box, everybody. What is intelligence for you? How do I know that person is intelligent? With one dimension, can we say that guy is intelligent? The way I measure through different measures. Okay, different value. Thank you, thank you, Dr. Sakshi Agarwal. Thank you very much. So now pay attention, everybody. Mood, intelligence, motivation, employees' engagement, employees' satisfaction, employees' experience, customer loyalty. These are not one dimensional. These all are multidimensional. So multidimensional concepts are known as constructs. But the problem here is we cannot directly measure them the way I measure your height and weight, right? So what about mood? Reliance Infotech wanted to measure your mood. The problem is, if I ask you how's your mood today, you don't give a right kind of answer because there may be a different reasons behind that, right? So what they did at the entrance gate, they put one board, and that board was for your thumb impression for biometric attendance. There was another board at entrance gate for employees when they enter, right? And on that, they put 12 kind of emojis, which you use in your WhatsApp when you send a message. And these 12 emojis reflect on individual mood. So you don't need to tell anyone, how is your mood today? You just click a button and they saw that actually are reflecting on a true picture. Because here we want to know what is the truth. We want to come close to actual reality, ladies and gentlemen. So how did they capture the mood through this? And how did they capture the performance? Okay, let's come back to intelligence. How do we capture intelligence? How do I capture intelligence? Mood I have captured with this. Male, female I captured with one or two. Accommodation I captured first class, second class, and third class. But in Titanic case, both were qualitative kind of a data, which we call categorical. Now we are going one step ahead. We are trying to capture your psychology in terms of mood, in terms of satisfaction, in terms of motivation, in terms of loyalty, in terms of experience, right? There may be a large number of these kind of constructs. And the problem is we cannot directly measure them. That's why we call them latent variable. We call them latent variable, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So let us see, is there any relation? So we saw a relationship between the example of Titanic. So can you now make, now you know the construct in Titanic case. What would the construct in Titanic case? One is accommodation and second is what we call it survival. Can we say survival? Okay. Can you make a kind of relationship between two in terms of association? You can unmute your mic or you can write in your chat box, everybody. Sorry, I'm mixing two cases. One, categorical, qualitative data-based research. Second, quantitative based, where we are talking about psychometric analysis. We are taking something which is called latent variable. When we talk about latent variable, we are entering into numerical values. But before that, let us continue with our Titanic case. One thing we are sure, we are not having quantitative data. We have a qualitative in terms of male, female, in terms of first class, second class, and third class accommodation. I hope you are getting what I'm talking about. Now, can you make a hypothesis or a proposition? Propositions are made of constructs. Anyone who can make hypothesis from this Titanic example? You have two variables. One is survival, another is accommodation. Yes. Or class, accommodation class. Yes. Anyone? Now you know the data. You know the base. Now please pay attention. Proposition will be, proposition is, there is an association between survival and accommodation. Simple, very simple. There is an association between. So this is the claim. And your claim is your alternative hypothesis. What would be the complementary of this alternative? Anyone? That would be null. Anyone can assist me to make a null hypothesis of this example? Yes, anyone? Your claim, your alternative hypothesis is there is an association between Titanic class and Titanic survival, passenger survival. What would be complementary of this? And we call it, technical terms, null hypothesis. Who can make null hypothesis out of this? Anyone? Yes, tell me. You can write in your chat box or you can unmute your mic. Through dummy variable, Sakshi ji, can we say null is means what? Null means nothing, no association. So simple, there's no association between accommodation and survival. Simple. Now what we want to test, which one we have to test, alternative or null? We propose claim and that claim is your alternative, but we test null hypothesis, remember. And what we wish to God, please reject our null hypothesis. Now, are you with me? Yes or no? Tell me. I'm giving you basics, which will be testing with the AI. The AI will do it like this, but you must know what we are giving, what input we are giving. So now we have input. Remember, please write Y in your chat box. It will give me a kind of a reflection that you all are with me and listening and understanding what I'm talking about. Go ahead, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Rajesh, I mean, just want to know you all are here with me and listening, and we are discussing, but we are all are understanding what I'm talking about. Okay, go ahead, everybody. So thank you very much. Okay, so now first case, Titanic. Data is categorical, which is qualitative, and the hypothesis is you can make a hypothesis, right? But I haven't made a hypothesis. I have made only a proposition. And what is proposition? Yes, the proposition is claim is proposition claim is there is an association between class and the passenger, right? I mean the two, okay, survival and accommodation. What is the hypothesis of this? Hypotheses are made of variable and constructs are made of constructs. Sorry, proposition are made of constructs and hypotheses are made of variable. What is variable in our case? Yes, tell me. Quick, everybody. Now you know what to test, what to claim, what kind of data you must have. You can do it like this. But now you are understanding the basic concept, input, logic. Yes, tell me, everybody, what is hypothesis? Proposition I have made for you. Who can make hypothesis for me? Survival and accommodation. Survival and accommodations are constructs. What would be the variable? Variable of accommodation or variable of survival? And when you give this data to AI, AI will give you output. But do you know what data you have given? Why the test is known as chi-square test? Please pay attention. Thank you very much. So can we say rows and columns? Yes, you are right. Ankita ji, you are right. So can we say are columns and rows associated with each other? Because we have shown in terms of column and rows. Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, everybody. And which test we will be using on that when we have this kind of a data, categorical data? Hmm? Which test is the right test to test the hypothesis? Chi-square test. No, Sakshi. Chi-square test. Chi-square test. ANOVA is extension of t-test. ANOVA is the extension of t-test, where you have more than two factors. Okay, we'll discuss about that. Okay, any query up to this, when we have this kind of input, any query, you got a clue from Titanic. We are not sure what is the output, what is the relationship. So first kind of relationship is called association. But the problem is data is not numerical. Data is qualitative in terms of nominal and ordinal, right? Any query up to this? Tell me, everybody. You can do it on SPS or any like this, quick, without any trouble, without any problem. But do you know what you are giving as an input? What it will be processing, logic, theory behind that? You must know this also. That's why I'm discussing with you. Any query? Yes, you can raise your hand. You can ask, please. The first case we have discussed ordinal, nominal, and which test, and with the example. Anyone, any query, anything you have in your mind, tell me. Any example of nominal data? Any other example of nominal data? Please reflect in your chat box, everybody. Any other example of nominal data? I differentiate again, Deepthi. I tell you again. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, marital status, eyes color. Thank you. Very nice. I differentiate again. I tell you. Okay. Any other example of nominal data? Mobile brand. Okay, great, great, great. Gender, very good. Section of student, very nice. City, your religion, okay, blood group. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And what about ordinal? What about ordinal data? Any example of ordinal data? Okay, class income. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So nice of you. Great, great, great. So whenever we have this kind of a data, problem is only cross tabulation and frequency we can have. And when we have cross tabulation frequency, the problem is we cannot go beyond chi-square test. Okay, great, great. Thank you very much. Okay, great. Okay, fine, everybody. Now comes to a little bit further. The problem here is this: we are going for psychometric analysis. And in psychometric analysis, our constructs are not like survival and accommodation, right? Which we can easily define, we can easily identify them. Our constructs are not like them. Our constructs are psychological constructs: motivation, mood, intelligence. So what about student intelligence and student performance? So two construct. One is performance of the student and intelligence of the student. What kind of relationship do you see? When I say context is student and first construct is intelligence and second construct is performance. Tell me, can you make a kind of a relationship? But before that, there was one question. Okay, the propositions are made of constructs, pay attention, and your hypotheses are made of variable. Constructs are at theoretical level and variables are at empirical level. So with this next example, I'm making it more clear to you. Don't worry about that. Okay. So your propositions are made of construct and your hypotheses are made of variable. With next example, I'm going to make it more clear to all of you. So here context is student intelligence and student performance. How can I measure? How do I measure performance of students? Now you know the context. How do we measure? Marks and grades. Thank you very much. Right? Generally. And if I talk about performance of employees, context would be different. So their performance would be measured through other tools, right? Not marks and grades. What about intelligence? And context is students. Thank you. Marks and grades. For performance, what about intelligence? What about intelligence? How to capture intelligence? Based on education qualification. Okay. A person would be intelligent if he has completed PhD, master degree, bachelor degree, senior secondary. Is it the way we capture a person intelligence? Really? Huh? If he secure good grades and marks, can we say a guy is intelligent? Okay. So Sakshi say that beside this, intelligence is independent and performance dependent. Okay, great. That you're right. You're right. Your performance is dependent on that. Great. That's not a problem. Okay, that's not a problem. It is a construct. Yeah, it's a construct. Yeah, both are construct. Okay, thank you. Kalpana ji says that across the whole world, people have been capturing intelligence through variable, and variable name is IQ. IQ test. Please note down, everybody. Please note down. Now you know the construct. Construct is intelligence, and variable is IQ. Variable is IQ. And in case of performance, performance is construct, but marks is variable. Marks and grades are variable. Yeah, IQ test. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, who can assist me to make proposition of this example, and who can assist me to make hypothesis of this? Take your 2 minutes and give me answer. Yes, everybody. Tell me. So now we cannot continue with association because already people, it's not first time you are going to check the relationship. No. No, first time we are not going to check it. What is our purpose? Are we going to see relationship or a significant differences? Here we are not going to see differences. Here we are going to see significance relationship. For a relationship, what we do? Correlation or regression? Are you with me? Kind of dependent and independent variable. Okay. So here it will not be association, but kind of a relationship. There is a relationship between intelligence and the performance. This is proposition. And what about hypothesis? What is hypothesis? Tell me. Or in terms of impact also, if you go and check impact, that would be regression. And if you want to see a relationship, that would be correlation. Higher the level will be, okay, higher the IQ level, higher the student, not performance, grades and marks. Because performance would be construct. For measuring performance, variable is marks and grades. Okay, yes, got it. And explanatory research. Rashiji, yes, yes, yes. But will it be a really explanatory research? No, it's a descriptive. Why not explanatory? Okay, this is not an explanatory because in explanatory, generally, we go for longitudinal kind of a research, right? Today, for example, the first day you attended this workshop, last day you attended the workshop, same sample, same population over the period of time, before and after you check, that is experimental or the mention, explanatory you have mentioned, right? Okay, now you got answer. Okay, Deepti, thank you very much. Thank you very much. You design hypothesis. What would be null of this claim? What would be the null of this claim, Diptiji? So Diptiji has made a claim, and this claim is known as alternative hypothesis. This claim is known as alternative hypothesis. Who will make, so this is a claim, who will make null hypothesis out of this? Make null of this. There's no significant relationship between IQ level and marks. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And what we supposed to test? We test null hypothesis, and we wish to go, God, please reject null hypothesis, right? Please reject null hypothesis. Okay, got it, everybody? No IQ, no us. No, we can't say like no Q, IQ, no us, but we say they are not related with each other, right? Okay. But the problem here is we haven't discussed what kind of input we have given. What kind of input we have given? How did I measure IQ? How did I measure the performance? Tell me. Marks were numerical or non-numerical? Numerical. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And what about IQ? How did I measure IQ? What kind of data was it? Which numerical? Ordinal, nominal? That was qualitative. What about quantitative? There are two types of quantitative. We haven't directly measured what IQ. So IQ, your variable is IQ and construct is intelligence. Indirectly we capture. Did I directly capture the way I capture your weight, height? No. Indirectly I measure your intelligence through IQ test. And IQ test is known as latent variable. The problem here is this: on what kind of data I can capture intelligence? Is it same like marks and grades? Is it same like grades and marks? No. It is not that. It is a continuous data. And generally, we capture psychometric, this kind of construct with the help of Likert scale. And this Likert scale is known as anyone? Ordinal, nominal, interval, or ratio? Hmm. Hmm. If it's ordinal, 5-point Likert scale, is it ordinal? Let me see. Are you really getting what we have been talking about? What we have been talking about? Are we really understanding? I'm trying to make you understand the research, right? With the help of example. First example was Titanic. Now you know what kind of data, how to analyze it, what test, what would be the hypothesis, how to test them, right? Chi-square is the right way. Now we move further and we want to see a relationship between two constructs. The problem here is this, these two constructs directly we cannot measure them. So we are into a psychometric analysis. Here the two are, one is intelligence, which directly we cannot capture. Marks and grades are numerical, purely numerical. So we have some information, we collect them. That's not a problem. The problem with intelligence. Can we directly measure the term called intelligence? No, we can't. So indirectly we measure with the help of IQ. 40, 30 years back, someone across the whole world, few people, they decided that intelligence would be measured in terms of IQ. The concept got evolved and slowly they learn, no, IQ is not sufficient. EQ is also another variable which help us to measure the construct called intelligence. After some time, they say, no. There must be another variable which will measure SQ, spiritual quotient. Then after some time, AQ. And finally, people say, no. They are there, but there is another one, PQ. PQ will also measure the intelligence. So still something is missing. We are not sure 100% are we really going to capture intelligence or not, but we are trying to capture. So concept of intelligence measuring is evolving. But the context is intelligence, IQ, emotional, spiritual. Now you know the context. So which context you are measuring a particular construct. So that is something very, very important. Now pay attention, everybody. Whenever we measure this kind of analysis, this kind of construct, we use Likert scale. Likert scale look like ordinal, but behave like interval. Please pay attention, everybody. Because Likert scale is having one very unique feature, which make ordinal a interval scale. Now pay attention, everybody, how we can make ordinal into interval and how ordinal become continuous when it become interval. Please pay attention, everybody. Please pay attention. Let me think a right kind of example for you. When you visit a doctor and you tell a doctor, I'm feeling that I'm suffering from fever. And doctor use a parameter, have an instrument and check and say, you don't have fever. Is it true? The reply is true. What do you think? Is it true that you don't have any temperature in your body? It's not true. If your body is not having any temperature, you are dead. Right? So at what point your temperature become fever? Tell me. When you visit a doctor and you say my body temperature is high, that is I'm suffering from fever. Doctor check it and say, no. Your body is not having temperature, not having fever. What does it mean? It means your body is having temperature, but it's not beyond above 98.6. Thank you very much. So 98.6 is a term which we assume zero. Beyond that, you have a high fever. I mean, fever, and below that, it's a negative. Are you understanding what I'm talking about? So that means your temperature, body temperature is a continuous kind of a concept. But artificially we have designed, we have assumed that at one point of time there would be a zero. Whenever in any measurement, we assume artificial zero, we call it interval scale. We call it, you are making an interval. Thank you very much, Kalpana. Another example. At what point of time your time becomes zero? At what point of time? Time is a continuous kind of a concept, right? At what point of time it becomes zero? Tell me. It actually not, but we assume it. At what point of time? Tell me. Thank you very much. Midnight. Is it actual? No, we assume it. So in our psychometric analysis, pay attention everybody, we assume that your dislike and likes, at one point of time, we assume it will become zero. On liked scale, where it will become zero, tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. No, 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 no. 1 is highly dissatisfied. 3, thank you very much. 3, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And this 3 is what actually we assume it is zero. And when your ordinal is having this feature, it will become interval. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And Likert scale is having these features. It's a continuous, but we assume there is a zero. And when there is no zero, we call it ratio data, scale data, where we have actual zero. We are not assuming zero. Okay. Are you with me? 4 types of data we have discussed today: nominal, ordinal, interval, and scale. Any doubt? Tell me. If you know this input, you will be able to make your hypothesis, because if you may have your hypothesis, you don't know what scale you have, what kind of data you have, you wouldn't be able to perform. You give this input to SPSS, it will perform and will give you something, but you don't understand whether it's right or wrong. R will not perform. AI will not perform until unless you give a right kind of input. A ratio scale is, what is your income today? Tell me. Today I didn't earn anything. My income is zero. If you ask a vendor, how much did you earn today? He said zero. On a particular day, he said, I spent on my own money. No income, it's a negative today. Right? Actual zero. In psychometric analysis, when we talk about construct multidimensional scale, this is actually a Likert scale interval. Okay. Any doubt up to this? Now, if you know the input, one input, nominal and ordinal, we already have used, but we haven't used continuous, the interval and ratio data. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, are you with me? Write yes in your chat box. Let me see what, just I have given a 2 example and I have covered your input. And I'm requesting you to help me out to make hypothesis with example. Okay, great. Go ahead, everybody. Thank you very much. So nice of you. Please continue, respond. Okay, great. Any query, please unmute your mic and tell me. Any query you have, ladies and gentlemen. And whatever we are discussing, if you are able to understand within 10 minutes with AI, you can perform this. That's not a big trouble, but you must know input. And the problem would be, do you understand the output? That is the trouble. Do you understand the output? That is the big trouble. So tomorrow I will tell you how to interpret that. And finally we'll give you AI. So AI just upload your file and tell please perform chi-square test, and it will perform. But do you know what is the input, what is the data, and what is the, and AI will give you interpretation also. Don't worry about that. Right? So it is like this, but the problem is, do you know what to input? What processing is going on? Are you giving a right kind of a input to get a right kind of output or a result? Unmute your mic if you have any query, whatever we have discussed today. Yes, tell me. Any query, anyone? So we measure, so our marks was ordinal, nominal, interval, or scale? Student marks were, tell me. Student marks were ordinal, nominal, scale, or ratio? Hello. Please reflect in your chat box. Student marks, are they nominal, ordinal, interval, or scale? Can we have ratio? Thank you very much. Can we have 0 in marks? Huh? Out of 40, if students secure 0, it's an actual 0. Where is the problem? So it's called ratio. And what about intelligence? Intelligence is measured with the help of interval, and in an interval, generally we assume artificial intelligence because it's a continuous. Now, what is this continuous? Now, let me give you an example. In my room, if I put 100 tube light, can I say it's 100% absence of darkness? Tell me in your chat box. Can I say, if I put 100 tube light in my room, can I say 100% absence of darkness in my room? No. Okay. If I remove all light from my room, can I say it's 100% darkness in my room? No. Are you with me? Similarly, like this, individual behavior is like this. At one point of time, you may dislike something, but still like is there. It's a human behavior. You cannot say it's a 0 like or 0 dislike, 100% like or 100% dislike. You can't say like this because we are not like that. We are not ratio. We are, for example, satisfaction. If I say, what is your satisfaction level? So you will say, okay, I'm on average, this is my satisfaction. You may not be at extreme, never. In satisfaction, unsatisfaction would be, dissatisfaction would be, dissatisfaction, satisfaction. It is like taste. If I give you a chocolate, if I ask you whether it's a bitter or sweet, you wouldn't be able to understand. You will say little bit sweet, little bit bitter, or something like that, right? We cannot have extreme. So our behavior, individual behavior is continuous, where we assume a artificial 0, assume a 0, and that 0 is what? On the right side, sweetness. On the left side of 0, bitterness. At what point of time sweet become bitter and bitter become sweet? That actually we assume 0, and on a Likert scale, it is known as 3. It is known as a 3. Okay, everybody, are you with me? Understanding what I'm talking about? Now, the problem is this. If we have this kind of a data, this data actually work like a ratio data. This work like a ratio data. Don't worry about that. And you can use for now where we can use them. First, we want to see a significance difference. Remember, first case, we want to see a significance difference in our hypothesis. What is this significance First, we checked association, but the problem was our data was non categorical actually. Okay. Now, second point, we want to see a significant differences. What kind of data are we talking about? So we are talking about continuous data, ratio, or interval. Now, for example, uh, think of the same example of Thar. Okay, think of Thar. And second is Maruti Jimny. Is there any significant difference between Maruti Suzuki Jimny and Mahindra Thar performance in terms of mileage? Significant difference, right? And this significant difference test we use, who can help me to guide me or support me, which test we use when we go for significance difference? Now you understand which input we are giving. We are giving input, interval, or ratio. Yes, tell me. Which test we use for significant differences? How to test the hypothesis? Please help me out. Yes, everybody tell me. It is called t-test. It is known as t-test. Yes, thank you, Ankita. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There are three types of t-test actually. There are three types of t-test. One sample t-test, independent t-test, and paired t-test. Okay. So remaining part, beside this t-test, we'll be using regression. So tomorrow, first half, we will be using regression and t-test with example. And finally, the next half, we'll be using one tool, AI tool, to perform whatever we have discussed today and whatever we will discuss tomorrow in first session, first part, right? So remember, chi-square for association, but the problem is data is categorical. Okay, this is the limitation. Second, we want to see a kind of significance differences. For example, as I mentioned, the mileage. What is dependent variable in this example of Maruti Suzuki Jimny and Thar, Mahindra Thar? What is dependent variable? What is the base of testing? Yeah, mileage or performance. Thank you very much. And that mileage and performance having, what is the independent variable? An independent variable is having two factor. That is the car brand, Thar and Mahindra. So two, Thar 1 and Mahindra, sorry, Thar 1 and Jimny 2, the two factor of car. Are you with me? So I want to see a significant difference between Thar and Mahindra Thar and Maruti Suzuki Jimny in terms of their mileage. Okay. Now, as I mentioned, you remember the first case we discussed, the claim in industry come from the experienced technical personnel or the engineers. So I continue with the same example in terms of significant difference. Mahindra Thar, they work and finally they work upon and improvise on their engine, and finally they launch recently a Thar Rocks. Hypothetically, let us assume now their claim is their mileage is more than 15. Their mileage is more than 15, right? Is it a claim? If it is a claim, then it's an alternative. Who will help me out to make null or the complementary? Tell me. Please make null of this in your chat box. I repeat again, claim is, Mahindra claim is, Thar mileage is more than 15. You need to make, so this is alternative hypothesis, you need to make null hypothesis. Tell me, who will make null out of this? The complementary of alternative. G, please write in your chat box. Anyone? Complementary or opposite to the claim? So claim is Mahindra rocks, Thar rocks, mileage is more than 15. Can you make a complementary of this? The complementary would be, null hypothesis would be, Thar rocks mileage is less than and equal to 15. Please note down everybody. Please note down everybody. And in your claim, when it is more than, it's a right tail. If it is less than, it's a left tail. If it is not equal to, yes, any idea? It's a two tail. Note down this. We will explore it further tomorrow with the same example, because I need to discuss with you three types of t-test, and I will show you PPT also. Okay, this would be, so today it was a kind of a discussion to give you a background to make you understand, before we use AI, what should be input, what should be a construct, what should be a variable, how to design hypothesis, right? But the hypothesis just for association? No, for correlation, for regression, and for significance differences, right? So our purpose is, we are trying to give understanding the basics input, and we are trying to understand what happens with the chi-square, and if interpret, but whatever result we have, how to interpret that logically, right? So we'll continue tomorrow. Still you have any question in your mind, please let me know. Now I open session for question answer. Yes, you can raise your hand, you can unmute your mic, you can ask questions. Yes, tell me. Is it clear what we have discussed today? In academia, what we do, how we, on what basis we decide what should be the relationship among construct, among variable. It should not be your own opinion. It should come from, it should reflect through review of literature. That's why review literature is very, very important. Yes, we are not like industry where our own experience, expertise actually help us to decide what is the output, right? But rather, here in our research, board of director across the whole world, they publish their article and guide us, and then we decide upon that. Okay, go ahead. Unmute your mic and you can ask questions. Or you can write in your chat box if you have any query. Or you can raise hand and then unmute your mic. Yes, please. Any query, any question? Yes, anyone? Any query? Any question? Okay, then fine. Thank you very much for your cooperation and listening carefully and responding. So we'll meet tomorrow, same time. We'll explore further. Thank you very much for today, your patience. Thank you very much. Bye. Take care. Thank you, Preeti ji. Thank you, Gayatri ji. Thank you very much. Thank you, Gayatri, Abhishek. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for this informative session.
Okay. It's my pleasure, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you, Malti ji. Thank you, Surbhi. Okay. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.